and building a tech world. You've now structured it around something called BEAR, Black Economic Aspirations, Achievements, and Recognition. Why BEAR?
Well, I think the words speak for themselves.
So, Black economics has been around for some time. It's been one of those things that we've been working with in our communities. We've been doing it. But one of the things that's happened for Black, especially from the Afro-Caribbean community, as Dawn said, there's a reluctance to actually drive the businesses that we talk about that's in our minds. There's a reluctance to actually make them happen at a time, put the structure in them and make them happen. Now, in the last 10, 15 years, we have now seen the tech world take control of everything. Social media, websites, selling on funnels. The opportunities are so vast now for us to just step out with the ideas, and you can run a business from your house without leaving your house and build a company that's turning over 6 to 7 figures from your house. It's amazing what you can do with the technology that we now have. So there's no reason why the ideas shouldn't be stepping out in this time that we're in. Am I correct, Dawn?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Whatever dreams you have, whatever things you want to design, you need to get on and do it, because life is short, man. You need to get on and do it. Things that you thought about 2 years ago, if you'd have done them, think about how far you could have got now. You know, so your question was about BEAR. There are various entities to Black economics now, which couldn't really be covered under that name. So Black economics aspirations, it looks at the dreams that people have and those who are fulfilling them, and also tries to encourage people to strive for what they want, and don't let anything stop you, because you can guarantee there's going to be something or somebody trying to say, oh no, don't do this, don't do that. But you've got to persevere. You've got to do the things that you feel will help society. That's really important. So aspiration is important, and achievement recognition. A lot of things are going on. We've just started a project recently with a department store, and it has unveiled for us a lot of Black-owned businesses that we didn't know were there. So even if we spent a lot of years doing a Black-owned business directory, still a lot of people out there whom we haven't come across yet, and that's fine, because I believe there's probably about 100,000 Black-owned businesses. Wow. Black-owned businesses here in this country anyway. But in America, the stats recently announced that there are 2.5 million Black-owned businesses in America, which is fantastic. Although your business can do well without employing anyone, and kudos to you if that's what you're doing. But in order to move things along and grow a business tremendously, it's really good to be able to employ people so that you're not the one doing everything. So if 5% of them are actually employing other people, we feel that, that percentage can be improved. Surely that percentage can be improved, where people are not just remaining small businesses forever, but that they become medium businesses, and then eventually become, corporations, and then eventually a launch on the stock market. That's not beyond us. There are ideas that mainstream English people are coming up with, and then within 6 months they've raised £500,000 for this business, and you think, oh, my idea is better than that. But you were sitting on your idea, you didn't follow it through, you didn't push it through. So of course they're going to be the ones, because they're pushing through to find out, where can I get this money? And okay, I might not be, and the interesting thing about the VC world, by the way, is you can be raising funds. You don't need to have a collateral, like, oh yeah, we've got to have, a house with £500,000 equity in it. That's not the way it works in the VC world. It's really interesting. And I kind of been pushed into that recently, because we had a company that organized a virtual VC event, and they asked us to promote it. So we've been doing that, and there's a link on our website to it, because they're doing another of those 3-day events in November. And the interesting thing is, although it's a virtual event, the tickets are at $99, and they've given us a discount code so people can get money off if they buy it through our code. But that's the early bird cost. If you book sort of like a month before the event, it goes up to $299. So the idea is, we're pushing it so people can get in early and see what's going on in the VC world. There are people who are VCs who are speaking about their requirements. There are people who are entrepreneurs who are pitching for VC money. They talk about the pitch deck. They talk about success stories, and it's really important to get educated in this area, and it's interesting that they should come to us to promote that for them.
Well, just in case people are wondering what VCs are, you referred to quite a bit. What are VCs?
It's venture capital. These are people with deep pockets who will lend money based on the potential of your business. So your business probably isn't even making any money, but they can still lend you a lot of money, 100,000, 500,000, 2 million. And you got to realize that a lot of tech companies, especially, they love tech companies, by the way, because they feel the growth area is big. They can grow to be worth billions in 18 months, couple of years, so they make back the money very quickly that they have invested, because banks aren't really giving any interest if you save in banks right now. But if you invest in a startup as a VC, you might get back 10 times what you put in, within 5 years. So that's obviously more lucrative for them. It's also risky because a lot of people that they invest in, they don't get their money back. But if you get one company out of 10 making you back 10 times what you put in, then you still quids ahead. So VCs, venture capital, people look at your business, they want to see your pitch deck, your business plan, they want to see what you're doing, they want to see what you see in the future, so getting your paperwork right is so important. And then there's also a personality thing. Will they like you? It's not even about your business nowadays. It's about, do they like you? Is your face fit? Do they like you? And some of them are now saying, oh yeah, we want to invest in Black-owned businesses. And there are some Black VCs around as well. We have a few detailed on our website. And if you search on Google, you'll find some. So there are Black VCs, there are Asian VCs. It's really controlled. Most of it you'll find in Silicon Valley in San Francisco. So it's a white world, and in terms of VC money given out, 1% of it goes to Black-owned businesses. And I put a very interesting article on the website a few weeks ago, where it said that in Kenya, the businesses that were being invested in Kenya by VCs were only 1% owned by Black startups, and most were owned by white startups within Kenya. Wow. So I thought, oh my goodness, even in a Black country, we can't catch a break.
That's terrible. That is terrible.
Yeah, so that is an issue. It's definitely an issue.
Things are changing. Things are on the move now. Britain has opened up a lot more than it ever opened up. It's a room for ideas. It's a room for people to push out what they have and push out what they know, and make that idea become reality. And just watching social media alone, that's just blown things up. Blown things up. I mean, even when putting out the advert for this event today, the work of Black Economics, man, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Facebook, man, I was getting comments from everywhere about.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Alex. That's nice. It's nice to see you blowing up. It's nice to see your message talk show, and well done.
Thank you, Dawn.
I've always tried to encourage you over the years, because I think you're a huge motivator. I think you're amazing. I think you'd make an amazing minister. I was going to go there, didn't you?
Every time I have this conversation with this lady, she seems to be pushing me in that direction about becoming a minister. But hey,
I'm sure the Lord is calling you, Alex.
Sorry?
I'm sure the Lord is calling you. And you're not listening.
Hey, the Lord is calling, but the Message Talk Show is talking, my sister.
Okay.
Talking to the world.
We're doing it in a different way. Okay, I understand.
We're using what we've got to touch the world. Thank you so much, Dawn. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. And if you want to pick up further information about Dawn, let me put her details on the screen. Yes, all the information here, all the websites that you can go to, all the information about what she's up to, what she's doing, the organizations that she's running. They're on the Facebook page. So go and take access now. Get your app on. Get your business on the app now. It's no time for delay. Just make it happen. Folks, I just want to thank you for tuning into the Message Talk Show today with Dawn Grant. It's been amazing. It's been amazing having you with me today. And I'm telling you, I've been so excited about this show. I've been so excited that, I'm thinking, man, Dawn, I have to get you back on this show at some point. I have to pre-book you now because you're going to be so busy. But you're going to be so busy. But hey, these things happen to people when you push through. I remember the first event that Dawn invited me to when she launched Black Economics in 2012.
2012, we had our first conference.
Yeah, the first conference. I remember that day now. I stood up there talking and people coming in, people opening their eyes, opening their minds. And this lady stuck at it. She kept it going. She made it happen. And she believes with all her heart that something needs to be created from us to touch the world. And this is it. This is it. Your contribution, guys, your contribution matters. Your contribution is valid. Your contribution must happen before you leave this earth, because that's the reason you were sent here, guys. So thank you for tuning into the Message Talk Show. And I will see you again next week, 11 o'clock. It's the only show that you listen to. It's the only show that you listen to on a Thursday morning. So thank you. This is the Message Talk Show, tuning out. Miss the show. You got to be on this show.